Sometimes you just have an idea for a deck and you gotta try it out because you never know what it could actually turn out to be. Hey, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we are looking at what is likely an absolute dumpster fire of a deck idea, but it's something that I thought about and said, you know what? We're gonna try it when we go live on Twitch. We built it together with chat, and it was honestly doing a little bit better than I thought. It's still really weird, and it can probably be optimized a lot better. But as a template or as like just an idea, proof of concept, it does work. I guess, right? It works. It works. So we are looking at a deck that completely locks your opponent out. I mean, like, for the most part, right? It uses Aerodactyl VSTAR, something that you don't see very often, and Vikavolt V to really limit how much your opponent can do. We're going to talk about it. We'll go over the deck itself and the list and how it works or what it really beats, and then we'll get into some gameplay. But before we do, if we haven't already, please do me a favor, subscribe, like, comment. Those things tell YouTube this is a good channel and other people should watch it. I stream live on Twitch, and then we do crazy things like this. So come check it out. You can also follow me on Twitter, and then I have a Discord if you want to keep in touch. I like to talk to you, So, all the links in the video description. Let's head over to PT CGO and take a look at this deck list. Aerodactyl V is fine. We don't really care about it too much. We want to be using the Aerodactyl VSTAR. 260 health fighting type Pokemon. Now 260 is really bad, but it has Lost Dive for fighting double colorless. It does 240, also really bad, and you have to put the top 3 cards of your deck into the Lost Zone. Now this could have some use if we could just attack once with Lost Dive after using something like Mirage Gate, and then now Sableye is live, so there is some use for it, but hitting for 240 just feels terrible. Even with a choice belt, you're not taking a KO on some of the biggest and most common V-Stars, so not ideal. Ancient Star is your V-Star power, and this is such a weird V-Star power. It's an attack. You use it like an attack. So once you use Ancient Star, your turn ends. But when you do use Ancient Star, you gain an ability. And that ability says as long as this Aerodactyl, the one that used Ancient Star, is in play, all of your opponent's Pokemon V have no abilities. So you have to put it into the active in order to use Ancient Star, which means your opponent can immediately counter KO, and then you lose the ability that you just gained from your V-Star power. So it's really, really awful that it is an ability. However, if it survives the next turn, you're able to just retreat because you have a retreat cost of 2, so Air Balloon gets you out of there, and then we can go into Vikavolt V. Vikavolt V has the Paralyzing Bolt for a Lightning and a Colress. It only does 50 damage. However, during your opponent's next turn, they can't use items. So if we get something like the Ancient Star off quickly, now they can't use any of their abilities from their Pokemon V, and then we can start hitting with Paralyzing Bolt, and they can't play any item cards either. We also have things like Path to the Peak to turn off Radiant Pokemon, which would not be affected by Ancient Star. So we can stop our opponent from using Greninja, from Radiant Charizard, whatever, and all of their Rule Box Pokemon abilities like Genesect, Glaciated World, Star Portal, Star Birth, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like the premise. That's how we do the lock. In the meantime, we need to get cards into the Lost Zone so that we can use something like Mirage Gate. And the way we do that is, of course, with Comfey, put one card into your hand, the other goes into the Lost Zone, so you have to look at the top 2 cards. And then, we can use something like Cramorant in the meantime to do a little bit of extra damage. Spit Innocently does 110, and we can ignore the energy cost if we have 4 more cards in the Lost Zone. This Zapdos from Pokemon Go allows our Vikavolt to do 60 damage if we have it on the bench. So if we have both of them on the bench, we have 2, we're hitting for 70 damage. And now that actually is a little bit relevant, at least the 60 is, because 60 allows you to one-shot Cramorants. With just the 50 damage from Paralyzing Bolt, you do not knock out opposing Cramorants, but with 60, you do, because Cramorant's weak to lightning. Also, The 70 does matter because now you hit for weakness, you're hitting 140, which means you are two-shotting Palkia V-Stars. So the numbers do matter in certain matchups. We have a bunch of Battle VIP Pass, Quick Ball, Ultra Ball as our Pokemon search. We have a ton of switch options because we need to be able to move Pokemon around. So we have Escape Ropes, Scoop Up Nets, Air Balloon, and some switches. There they are. I couldn't find it. So those are all the ways we're going to move our Pokemon around. We have Ordinary Rod to get some Pokemon energies back into the deck so we can Mirage Gate later to power up an Aerodactyl or power up a second Vikavolt. We also do have Super Zap Cannon for 190 damage, discard 2 energies for Lightning Colress. This will take a one-shot on any Lightning weak Pokemon, which does include Pikachu V Max. Now, you would have to escape if the Pikachu V, the flying Pikachu V Max, of course. If it's in the active and they hit you for 160, you would have to escape rope and then boss it into the active so you can actually attack it, but that's a whole nother issue. Lost Vacuum is a way just to get rid of our opponent's stadiums, tool cards, things like that, especially while we're doing the Paralyzing Bolt. We removed their Air Balloon from play so they can't move their Comfeys as easy. Now they can't put a new one in play. They can't Scoop Up Net, Escape Rope, Switch, anything like that. They can manually attach and retreat, and that's as far as they go. Now, one of the issues with this deck is Cramorant. So Cramorant attacks for 4, so if our opponent is able to Colress twice or get a Comfey, and then their next turn they Comfey Colress, something like that, they're going to be able to attack with Cramorant, and it's going to two-shot our Vikavolt here. So we have a couple of Cape of Toughness to make it so that our opponent has to 3-shot our basic Vikavolt. So the Cape of Toughness is there for that. And it can also be used on our Cramorant to prevent opposing Cramorants from taking a one-shot if we need to. 4 Colress's Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. 3 go into your hand, 2 go into the deck. Some Boss's Orders. We really want to be able to bring up the Pokemon that we want, so we got a bunch of bosses. Raihan, and some Speed and Lightning Energies. Attaches to a Lightning Pokemon, draw 2 cards. So if we attach this to our Vikavolt, not only are we fulfilling the energy requirement for Paralyzing Bolt and Super Zap Cannon, we get to draw 2 extra cards, and then a 3-4 split of Fighting and Lightning Energies. That's the whole deck. Let's go and see how it did from our Twitch stream. We will Tails. Lose the coin flip, that's okay. Guadanada. Okay, this isn't bad. This is not bad. Good luck. It's, like I said, we're just playing casually and stuff. We're just hanging out. Got the Capture Energy to get a Comfey. Retreat into the Comfey. Unless you are playing Arceus, then maybe you go get the Arceus right now. Nope. The Comfey like I originally thought. Gotta hit the Flower Select. Try to find that VIP pass. Cancel Call might be decent in this too. Yes and no. Cancel Clone works for the turn, but it doesn't help with anything else. I won't take the KO on the Miltank unless I use Super Zap Cannon. But at that point, I might as well just retreat into the Cramorant and KO. Unless they have a cape, and then yeah, that does help. We're gonna Quick Ball before we do anything. Try to thin the deck. I don't really need more Pokemon. So we're going to get the guaranteed... You know what? I'm going to Flower Select first. Cape and Cram. Okay. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't draw into both of those. Draw 2. Ultra Ball. Alright. We're going to get rid of the arrows. Go into second Comfey. Retreat. Comfey again Find a boss and a lightning. Alright. Not exactly ideal. But it's as good as it's going to get for now. They're not taking a KO on this Vikavolt. It's pretty unlikely. Fantina. Another Fantina. Okay. It's kind of an annoying card. Because then I do like, no damage. Lost City. I mean, I don't even KO a Cramorant with Vikavolt. Just does 50 damage. 60 would have been so much better. But it's 50. Alright, they got rid of a Lost City. That's good. Alright, let's find a Colress. Hey, look at that. We are going to... We'll go here. Josh, all you gotta do is join the queue, ! Join. And we're in there like swimwear. We're playing Viewer's Life by Tony, absolutely. We'll go. Escape Rope. We'll see what they send up. Probably the other Comfey. I don't see why they wouldn't. If you need to know, we got ! IGN to find my thing, my username. Flower Select, we're going to go with a Scoop Up Net, because why not? And then we will retreat and Paralyzing Bolt. And there we go. We're just trying to lock stuff out. That's the goal here. Just to lock everything out. No more items. I don't really think there's going to be Pokemon V. I mean, they have Water and Capture. I have yet to see a Goodra. But this could be it. They only got 4 in the Lost Zone. Right? Yeah, 4. I have 2, 4, 5, 6. There's the Goodra. So really, I gotta boss this thing up and start dealing with it quickly. But I got rid of my bosses already, so it's not really an option. And we get hit with the Marnie. I need... See, this is the thing. I'm always 10 shy on these Cramorants, which is kind of annoying. They'll 3-shot me. We'll Colress ourselves. I think that's okay. I think that's good. Let's just... I don't, 1, know or like to assume, and 2, I don't know your actual name. I can call you Guada if you prefer. I can call you Cold One. Just let me know what you want me to call you. And this goes for anybody. You know, like Life by Tony's kind of easy. I can call him Tony. But, you know, I don't mean anything by it. I just try to be cognizant of my phrasing is all. They can't Mirage Gate. So that's good. That was a very fortunate top deck. Very fortunate. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, they can Melanie, probably. Melanie attach, and then they're attacking, and that's not good. But if they... Ooh, they boss. Okay. I'm like pretty okay with that. Are they Moisture Starring already? Ooh. Okay. Well, we will Flower Select. We're going to go. I mean, I really wish I had Path in play. I mean, it's fine. I got the Scoop Up Net anyway. Misclick! I gotta get a misclick emote. For sure. I definitely need a misclick emote. Now they have 220 health. So I need to... No Melanie this turn. So now it is still not one-shotting. But man, that would be super nice to be able to get a choice belt and KO. Do I need to attach this? I don't think I do right now. I think I'm just paralyzing Bolt still. They are not attacking with this Goodra. This Goodra's getting KO'd. I am going to be able to knock out this Goodra. Even with the... Yeah, even with that. Do I... We'll draw. Super Zap Cannon. You can't Mirage Gate, that is correct. And now I can Ordinary Rod those and send them back. I was expecting maybe Melanie attach, because there is a water energy in the discard. But if you don't run Melanie... If you had Zapdos on the bench, the damage of Paralyzing Bolt would be 60, and it can mow down... Ooh, okay, Zapdos... Okay. Zapdos could be interesting. So this Vikavolt gets KO'd, which is why I used it to KO the thing. The Cram, it's fine. We only have 13 cards in deck, so I'm okay here. Where are all my Path to the Peaks, by the way? Those would be pretty cool to have. We can quick ball this Battle VIP Pass and get ourselves a Cramorant. But we're not going to play it just yet. We are just going to Paralyzing Bolt. We're going to save the Cramorant for this other Cramorant. Because these are going to get sent to the Lost Zone. So they're not going to be able to recover them. Flower Select. Still no items, which is good. Seems like you're just one ping off an Oko pretty often. Yes, yeah. So the Zapdos is an interesting idea. Only expanded Tony. I'm sorry, only standard Tony. I don't know anything about expanded, so I can only do standard. We're gonna switch. We're gonna use the Cramorant to take the KO on the Cram and kind of try to preserve our Vikavolt here. And just kind of hope they don't have any other attackers. They'll be able to play some items, sure, but with 4 cards in deck... Yeah. We haven't really used the Aerodactyl, so hopefully that kind of comes into play soon. What are we going up against? We used the coin flip. What a surprise. It's not a surprise to me at all. But we do go first, which is... Wow, man, that would have been such a good hand. Oh, that would have been such a wonderful hand. This is not as good. Not nearly as good. Man, why can't we get those good hands? We're playing against Mew. Alright. Playing against Mew. We'll get rid of the Scoop. Big gaming out here. Vulcan, yeah, we're trying, we're trying. Gonna immediately throw the path out. See if we can. I mean, they might have. Are they? Okay, they got the Mew. How you doing, Vulcan? What's that last card in hand? You get here and see the Dino. I know. I know. We're doing it. We're doing it. Now I just gotta find like draw support, basically. That's it. Now I just gotta find some draw support. Bossing up the Aerodactyl V was actually in my favor. Because now it's a little harder to knock out this Aerodactyl, the V-Star. Unless they like cross-switch or Escape Rope. And once I get the Vikavolt going, they're never going to be able to play any items. So I just need like a Colress to get a Switch, Escape Rope, and an Energy. We get a Switch. I'm going to save it. Because I still need an Energy. Once I get an Energy, this game is... Oh, God. I mean, the Mew VMAX is still very scary. They can drop at Rose Tower. That is true. Ooh. I mean, the arrow still prevents Genesect from having an ability. Yes. The effect is still up from the V-Star, even though it is not in the active. It has to leave play, meaning it has to get knocked out. Or sent, put back into my hand. Just keep them from drawing any cards. No Rose Tower. We don't have any cards in the Lost Zone, so we're just passing. Where are my energies? Where's everything? Where is anything? They're going to hit for 70. Or 50. Okay. Okay, there we go. Switch. Boss. Energy. I think that's good. We'll go there. Yeah, this what is a deck like Mew supposed to do? What is a deck like Mew supposed to do? So there you have it. Vikavolt V Aerodactyl VSTAR isn't great. No. Could you make it work? Absolutely. It's you know, I don't even know if it's really worth trying, but if you're looking for a way to just completely stop your opponent from playing, or trying your best to keep them from playing, just want to frustrate them, then this could be a good option. But I don't know how it's better than some of the other control decks that currently exist, or just something that's a little bit more Vikavolt oriented, because you are kind of torn between attacking with Aerodactyl and Cramorant, which means that you're not paralyzing Bolt, which means they will be able to play items on those turns that you're not attacking with Vikavolt. So keep all that in mind, but that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found it informative. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you next time.